really hard to see all those farmers and all those businesses really struggling.
Yeah, they've just been flooded out.
And there was a deep freeze in February, which I kind of forgot about too. It's just not a good year.
Yeah, there was that really cold weather we had in February. There was no snow on the ground. So the plants that even weren't growing were basically burned by that cold. Then we had a freeze in late May after everything had started growing. And then we've had some rain, obviously, more than some in the last couple of months. This was the view earlier this evening in East Hartford. Some street flooding there around about 5 o'clock. And this is the thunderstorm that caused all the very heavy rain in Hartford, then into eastern Connecticut. This was the view from Portland, the towering cumulonimbus cloud. Just a great shot there from Chris Graham. Here are some of the rainfall totals today. Manchester at the top with more than 3 inches. Hartford Brainerd about 2 3/4. Chaplin about 2 inches where there was some wind damage as well. Windsor Locks about 1.5 inches of rain, and that's where the official observations are kept for the Hartford area. And that now puts us in the #1 spot for wettest July on record with still 10 days to go. Just crazy to think that we're breaking this record with still a week and a half in the month to go, beating 1938. And we did this without a tropical system of any name, a tropical storm or anything like that. It was just all these slow moving thunderstorms that have formed in this very warm and humid air this month. Right now, the rain pretty much over. There are still a few showers, mainly in northeast Connecticut. But look at what's going on up in Boston. Pouring rain, a flash flood warning there. This is what came through here earlier. The Red Sox just postponed the game to tomorrow. Sounds like there'll be a doubleheader coming up tomorrow at Fenway. 71 in Hartford, 70 in New Haven. Dew points are in the 60s across the state, and these are going to be dropping because a cold front is now going through, and on the other side of this front it turns less humid, and that means we have a great weekend ahead. So the rain is ending. We'll clear out tonight. Temperatures dropping into the 60s. A great day tomorrow. Mostly sunny, dry, and less humid. I don't think there'll be much, if any, wildfire smoke in the sky. That's what we've contended with on other sunny days this month, but tomorrow we shouldn't have much of that. So a bona fide nice summer day coming up tomorrow. If you're thinking of going to the beach, temperatures will be in the low to mid 80s. However, there is one caveat. You've got to watch for any debris floating in the river, floating in the Sound from all the flooding over Connecticut and northern New England. There have been pieces of trees, lumber, docks, other objects floating south. So just be careful if out on the water tomorrow. Good weather for the Yard Goats game tomorrow night. They got tonight's in, but tomorrow night looks perfect, and the weather Sunday does too. So here are the highs tomorrow. Low to mid 80s, a little bit warmer for the day on Sunday. Temperatures getting back into the mid and upper 80s. And look at the dew point trend. We're in pretty good shape for the next couple of days. It will turn warmer and more humid toward the end of next week. This may be the best 7-day forecast we've had in about 6 weeks if you don't want rain. There are only 3 chances of rain, and they're all pretty small. No big systems in the forecast. It looks like we'll have 3 dry days tomorrow, Sunday, and Monday. An isolated storm or 2 possible Tuesday or Wednesday, and we may get a heat wave next week, especially inland, with at least 3 days of temperatures in the 90s in a row. We'll have more coming up at 10:30. Sarah?